Okay, so this is going to be a review of yesterday, everything you already know, the 7 steps to make a sale. So at this point in time, we went through the first 5 steps yesterday. So we went through building rapport, we connected. They talked about them, we talked about us. We established credibility, we talked about the company history, talked about the forever guarantee. We established that credibility. We talked about the problems of how low quality knives waste money, they're unsafe, unsanitary. That's hit on in the video. We talked about the solution, how even though Cutco is more expensive, the forever guarantee and the product makes a lot of sense. And then we create the want, the need by showing the videos and asking those yes questions and cutting a lot of food and cutting a lot of leather and having fun with the customer. So essentially those first 5 steps are handling these questions that a customer has throughout your presentation. I would write this list of questions down. So the questions that you're answering before you get to the closing: why should I buy quality? How much does it cost to own high quality? What does it cost for things for the home? They don't cost hundreds, they cost thousands of dollars. And we're comparing this to the home. So it's an investment for the home. Why upgrade? Why upgrade from their low quality stuff to the high quality stuff? Who wins when they buy Cutco? Why invest in a set? So we're really hitting on these during the 5 steps of the presentation. This is why you want to do a good presentation.
I love my Cutco. I've been using it for many years, and it's been fantastic for entertaining. Perfect. Something I would definitely recommend.
That smile right there. Look at that smile. She's fired up. That's why we want to do a good presentation. So what happens is when you do a really good presentation, you're helping the customer go from, I don't know if I'm going to get a Cutco today, I'm not really sure, we'll see, to, oh my gosh, how do I not have this? I need this stuff. I want this stuff. Even though it's more expensive than the cheap stuff. Even though I didn't plan on spending the money. I already have knives. I still am going to spend my money on this. So we already hit on a lot of this yesterday. I want to make sure that we're crystal clear on a few of these. So first off, why buy quality? Well, good stuff isn't cheap. Cheap stuff isn't good. We talked about this yesterday, right? Why do we buy quality? Because it has better materials, better design, and better craftsmanship. That's why. Tiffany's jewelry versus, Claire's. Beats by Dre headphones or Bose versus Skull Candies. We also know that things for the home, they don't cost hundreds, they cost thousands of dollars. We talked about this yesterday. Granite countertops, wood cabinets, washer, dryer, dishwasher, refrigerator, bed, flooring, all of those things for the home, they cost a lot of money. Why? Because they have materials, design, craftsmanship. As far as why someone should upgrade from what they have to Cutco, as far as who wins when they get Cutco, well, who wins? We talked about that yesterday too, that the factory workers win, you win, your customers win, we win as an organization. A lot of people win. We also talked why invest in a set. We said there are 3 most popular sets. And the reasons why sets make the most sense are right tool, discounted, free stuff, safer, 5-pay. So we said these are the reasons why sets make the most sense. The one part that I really want to highlight for us right now is as far as understanding the concept of how your customers think about money versus how you think about money. So I don't want you to act, think, or speak like a college kid. I want you to act, think, and speak like a customer in your target market. So what I want to talk about first is low quality knives. All right, so problems with low quality knives. You might want to take a screenshot of this. So if you have low quality knives and you have, this is what most people have. Most people have knives that look like this. They're like plastic, they're wood, stainless steel, they have carbon steel. This is what most people have. Most people have knives that are plastic or wood. They have a half a tang where the blade goes into the handle. They don't have a guarantee. They're not dishwasher safe. They usually fall apart and you have to replace them over and over again. So by understanding their problems that exist, you can help a customer understand these problems just by you being educated. So first off, wood handles. They can look nice when they're new, but they're very unsanitary. All these little nasty rings in here, cockroaches and ants can feed off those food particles for up to 2 weeks. all the discoloration is the sweat and oils from a hand that absorbs into the handle, which is extremely unsanitary. It is disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting. And that's what people use to cut their foods. It's gross. Then you got the carbon steel, which rusts and corrodes. Imagine cutting a piece of cheesecake with a rusty knife, little rust flakes fall in your cheesecake. That's disgusting. They're sharp though. They're sharp, but they're gross. So people shouldn't use those in their kitchen. Plastic handles. Plastic is just glued together. The glue goes about halfway through. What's going to happen to the glue with repetitive dishwasher use? It's going to fall apart. When it falls apart, what's going to happen? It's going to break. It's going to snap in the middle of using it. In fact, I have a customer has 8 stitches right underneath his chin right here because he was using a knife like that. He was pushing down, applying pressure, and the knife snapped, boom, and the blade caught him right underneath his chin. He had to get 8 stitches. So these knives are terrible. They're not going to break sitting in the drawer. They're going to break while someone's using them. And on top of that, stainless steel, I would write this in your notes, that's disposable razor material. That's disposable razor material. If hair is going to dull a razor, imagine what's going to happen to a delicate cutting edge on a hard cutting surface. It's going to dull very easily. The serrated edges just rip and tear and shred like a saw. It just rips it apart, shreds the meat apart, dries out the meat, shreds the tomato. It doesn't work well. And these blades, they only go about halfway through, so it snaps easily. So they're poorly constructed. So there's a lot of problems with low quality. So what's the solution? Well, the solution is high quality. The solution is high quality. So if the solution is high quality, well, that's where this chart comes into play. I would definitely take a screenshot of this chart. So low quality, like these knives I just showed you, they go by the name of like Wusthof, or low quality goes by the name of Chicago Cutlery, Farberware, Pampered Chef. You could call any of the celebrities like Paula Deen, Emerald, Wolfgang Puck, any of them, they're all low quality because they price them at a lower price point to make it affordable for the average consumer. So those are all low quality. And so they're low materials, low design, low craftsmanship. So they're going to be low quality. Stainless steel blades. They have straight edges of cotton lead sharpening. They have to be sharpened every use. They're not dishwasher safe. They're mass produced in China. You could get a full set about the size of our homemaker set. Something like this, about 20 pieces. You get a full set for like $200-$300. But they're not going to last. You'll have to replace those every couple of years. So over a lifetime, you're still going to spend probably $2, $3, $4 grand, depending on how often you replace their knives, or you're just going to use knives that don't work. So my choice is number one, keep rebuying low quality or keep using stuff that doesn't work. And by the way, how often does someone go pick up a knife in their kitchen? Sometimes 2-3 times a day, at least once. So they're doing that 350 times a year. Over 10 years, it's 3,500 times. Over a lifetime, that's over 10,000 times they're going to pick up a knife to cut something up. Doesn't it make sense to have something that works? Of course. Of course. So that's where you get high quality. So high quality knives. High quality knives that go by the name of Wusthof, Henckels, or Schön. You could find these at high-end department stores. You can find these at high-end department stores like Williams-Sonoma. You can find this at Crate and Barrel, Neiman Marcus. These are very high-quality brands. They're very, very, very good. If I didn't work with Cutco, I would have a set of Wusthof Icon Blackwood. They're very good. They're very high quality. They work really well. They retain a good edge. They're really sharp. A lot of people like them. This is what a customer has to say about his experience with Wusthof, though.
Hi, this is Mason Linker, a Cutco sales rep, with a video testimonial of a customer.
Hi, my name is Paul. I've been using Henckels and then I've been using Wusthof for years. And I go through them, I would say every year or two, I've got to buy a new knife because it won't hold an edge. I've got to sharpen it. Then I've got to hone it before each use. They don't go in the dishwasher. I just bought this knife. The weight is amazing. I love the double D blade. this knife, I don't know what they're called, but and a pair of scissors. I think they're great. You can put them in the dishwasher. They've got the guarantee for lifetime, basically, that they'll replace it if it goes dull. I don't think you can beat it.
So essentially what you just heard is you have a customer who already invested thousands of dollars in a high quality set of Wusthof. And he said, man, I wish I learned about this Cutco stuff first because it's better. It's a better product. It's better quality. Why is it better is what I'm going to explain to you here in just a moment. But just to finish educating you on Wusthof, well, this is what you get. I mean, Wusthof, they're very top of the line. You can find a full set of Henkels for like $2,600. You can find a full set of Wusthof for like $3,000, $2,000 on sale. It's a really good sale on that. This is Shunkaji, $4,000 on sale for almost $3,000, it's $2,800. Here's again Williams Sonoma, $2,800 on sale from $4,000. So they're really good. They're really, really, really good brands. Good material, good steel. Now I know the eyes always get big, like what? Thousands of dollars on knives? Are you kidding me? I feel you. I know when I was 18 years old sitting in this training, if you gave me $4,000 when I was 18 years old, I would lock myself in my room. I would turn that into $1 bills and I would just like make it rain. I would like play with it. I would roll around in it naked. $4,000? Are you kidding me? That was so much money. It was so much money. Now, I'm not here to tell you $4,000 is not a lot of money right now at 35 years old as a married man, but it's not as significant as it was when I was in college, right? So I want you to do yourself a favor. I want you to look in your room right now, wherever you're watching this from. I want you to look in your room, look around you, and I want you to take an idea, like a mental idea of how much did everything cost that's in your room. Like how much is that computer? How much was that desk? How much is that bed? How much is that couch if you're in the living room? How much is the the dressers? How much are all those things? If you have headphones, how much are those? How much is the if you have a video game system in there? And then if you went to another room in the house, how much is all that stuff in the room in the house, right? The couches and the bed, mom's bed, how much are all those things? It probably adds up, right? The next question I want you to ask yourself is, how many of those things have I actually bought? How many of those things have you bought with your own money? That's why it's important to think like the people that you're going to show Cutco to. Because that's your target market. Those are the people that spent all of that money on all of those things that are in the house. So if they've already spent a lot of money on their house once, then there's a good chance that they would do it again if they see value. Why would someone spend a couple grand on a high quality set of cutlery? Because what's the alternative? The alternative is I either spend a couple $1,000s on a set that's going to last me a long time, or I keep buying this stuff over and over and over again that doesn't work, and I'm stuck with stuff that doesn't work. So that's my choice. Buy low quality over and over and over again and it doesn't work, or buy high quality. Yes, it's expensive today, but it actually works and gets the job done the 10,000 times I'm going to use it over a lifetime. See, what makes Wusthof and Henkels and Shun good is they use good materials. They use, again, good materials, good design, good craftsmanship. That's what makes them expensive. Good handle material. They use nickel silver rivets, which is airplane part material. They use a full tank construction, surgical grade steel. They have a straight edge that constantly needs sharpening though, and that's where they lose it a little bit because you got to have dishwasher. They're not dishwasher safe because the material and the handle is only heat resistant up to 120 degrees. Now here's the thing. They're made in Germany. They're made in Germany and Japan. Now that's really good if you live in Germany because they're guaranteed they'll like, if it gets rusted, you could send it back. They'll give you a new one. But the average person in America is not going to mail their cutlery back to Germany because the cost is very expensive and the chance of them not getting in return, they're just not going to do it. So that's why Wusthof is very popular internationally. Man, Wusthof, Henkels, You go to Europe, you go to Germany, they're big time. But here in America, they're still big time, but like you kind of miss a little bit by them being made overseas because you kind of miss on their a little bit of the guarantee that they do have. But they don't have a replacement guarantee if it breaks or something. It's just like on rust. So you cannot get a good set of high quality kitchen cutlery for under $1,500. The closest you'll get is this Henkel set, which is pretty good, at about $1,600 on sale. But you're usually going to spend $2, $3, $4 grand for a good high quality set. So the problems are that you have to still sharpen them. You can't really use the guarantee. They're not dishwasher safe, but they're really good compared to the other cheap stuff that you find in stores. Then you have Cutco. Cutco uses thermoresin handle material, which is dishwasher safe because it's heat resistant to over 350 degrees. It's actually the same material used in dishwasher parts, but it's very expensive material. But our customers like that it's worth it because it's dishwasher safe. We use the nickel silver with the full tang with the surgical steel. Now we have that double the edge that stays sharp for up to 10 years. Plus, we're made in America, so if they ever do need sharpening, you just send them back and Cutco sharpen them for free. And then we have the forever guarantee, so they never have to worry about buying it again. They just replace it free of charge. Remember we talked about buns yesterday? That's what we're talking about. So regardless of price, the value is so high compared to the other options that are out there. So really think for a moment, how does that make you feel about your product? Isn't that pretty awesome that you get paid to show and tell and explain the best product in the world that's better than the competition? Isn't that really cool? So that's why our people get fired up. So by the time you get to this part of the presentation, before you get to the comparison pricing, the customer's already made the decision. They're going to buy. They've already made the decision. They're going to get something. If you nail this part of your presentation, they're saying to themselves, I'm going to get something. I don't know how much I'm going to spend, but I know I'm going to get something. Why? Because the value is so high. The value is so high because of buns. Now, if the value is equal to the price and they say something like, oh, I need to think about it, or if they ever say like, oh, I need to think about it, or I'm just unsure right now, like they're close, I want you to write this in your notes. Not now means never. Not now means never. And it's not that they're lying to you. It's just the consumer psychology says that if the value is equal to the price or the value is lower than the price, it can never go up. So therefore, if the value is going to be the highest at the end of your presentation, and if it's not high enough and they say not now, that just means never because of the consumer psychology. So that's why we have the 15-day trial period. So that way, if they ever say, I just want to think about it, we tell them, I want you to think about it while you're using it just by putting down the deposit so you could think about it while you're using it and make the best decision for you. And they could put a deposit down on a whole set. Like, for example, if they want to get a $500 order, a deposit of $100 fully refundable, or they could get a $5,000 set and put a deposit of $1,000 down that's fully refundable, but at least they can make an educated decision. At least they could think about it while they're using it. And that's providing real customer service for your customer. So you just explain that to them. If they ever say that, no problem. I'm going to show you exactly what to say. I'm just giving you theory right now so you could understand the concepts. So the questions that we're answering are all of these questions before you even get to the prices, before you get to the negotiations, before you get to the comparison pricing. We answer these questions. Not now, like, hey, no worries, we got the forever guarantee. So we answer the think about it clause during here. We answer the why should I buy new stuff, right? We answer all of that during the course of the presentation So by the time you even get to the comparison, the sale's already made. So go ahead into your WhatsApp chat. Go ahead and post your biggest light bulbs under the umbrella of consumer psychology, because that's what we just did. Consumer psychology. We talked about the competitive brands. We talked about what causes someone to spend their money, how building the value higher than the price, and what actually goes behind building the value higher than the price, and really why Cutco is far greater than the competition because of the materials, the craftsmanship, and the design. So go ahead, post that into your WhatsApp chat.